Hey there guys, all right, so I have a little bit of time. I'm gonna go ahead and upload this video. I'm gonna tell you guys about the best muscle building product, legit, scientifically based muscle building product that I personally use, that Kim personally uses. I'm talking, serious muscle mass type product, boom. I love the product. I was actually able this last time when I was cutting to put on muscle while I was cutting. And I remember it was one of those things where I was telling, Kim, Kim is my partner, by the way, if you don't know. I was telling her, you know what? I am not really losing weight, but what I'm feeling stronger. I'm lifting more every workout session I'm doing. My pants are feeling tighter around the legs and not the waist area. And I was able to just go from that to that. And I use that. And I also use the fat burner that they use. But I'm going to talk about MOAB. I've had Kim on it for a bit now, and she's legit been on a low-carb, caloric deficit type diet, and she's looking diesel. I mean, she's looking diesel as hell. So if it's working on her, and it's obviously working on a female's, that's on a caloric deficit, and that's the beauty of this product, it's going to work on you. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up, this product will work for you if you're putting in the work. You have to create a catabolic environment for it to actually exert all its effects, all right? If you're busting your butt, dieting, following the high-protein diet, doing your cardio and doing your weights, this is the product for you. Now, it's a combination of products. It's called MOAB, and it stands for Mother of All Builders. If you're military or whatever, it's, Mother of All Bombs. It's a little take off that, but it's called Mother of All Builders. And I'm going to put the ingredients up right here. But the very first ingredient, well, first off, it's got D3 in it. And you're like, why does it have vitamin D? What's the importance of vitamin D? Well, let me tell you, vitamin D has been shown, or vitamin D deficiency has been shown to have, or people with vitamin D deficiencies have lower testosterone levels. So this helps with testosterone levels. Testosterone being the master hormone there that you need to put on some mass. So vitamin D, it's that simple. It starts with a very simple one. Then it moves on to HMB. And if you've seen my protein video, I talk about L-leucine. The branched chain amino acid L-leucine is responsible for signaling mTOR, which is the pathway for muscle protein synthesis. The higher the level of L-leucine that's in your blood, the more mTOR you're producing or you're signaling, and more protein synthesis is happening. So it's got HMB in it, which is a metabolite of L-leucine. Now, in order to get like a gram of HMB, I believe you need like 50 or 60 grams of L-leucine. Now, you get about 5 grams of L-leucine from 2 scoops of protein. So you'd need 10 scoops of protein. Yeah, 10 scoops of protein to get almost a gram. This has 3 grams in it. Now, HMB has been around for a long time. It came out in the late 90s. I remember it coming out and it being, a hot selling product when I was working at GNC. Expensive as hell. It was 35 bucks for a 10-day supply. And if you were lucky, you could come in on Super Tuesday and get 20% off. So you were still looking at about $80-some, $84 for a month's supply. And HMB, there are so many studies behind HMB, whether it's, wasting diseases, people with HIV, people with sarcopenia, or, age-related muscle loss. And this is able to go ahead and reverse that and have them go from that condition to one where they're actually putting on lean mass. So if it's working for those conditions, I mean, obviously for people with everything going against them, it's going to work for you, especially if you're creating that catabolic environment, because it's an anti-catabolic acting metabolite. So it prevents your body from eating it up, and that actually promotes a more positive nitrogen balance and protein synthesis in the body. So HMB, right off the bat, tons of studies behind it. Straight up has been studied left and right. You name it, not just rat studies. These are actual human studies on all of these, all right? So second product is HICA, which is also a metabolite of L-leucine. Again, L-leucine being that master branched chain amino acids signaling mTOR and protein synthesis. HICA as well, in the studies they have one particular study with soccer players in which, they increased their thigh mass, they increased muscle mass. So again, another anabolic ingredient. So it's got 2 of them that are fighting any kind of catabolic environment you're creating and creating that perfect environment for you to go ahead and create protein synthesis, grow muscle mass. And I'm telling you, this is the thing. It's been working on Kim like wonders, worked with me on wonders. I'd used HMB by itself before, but I think it's a combination of all of them that's causing that synergistic effect, because it's just tackling everything from every other side. Now, I noticed it had epicatechin in it. And I know what epicatechin was from like green tea. A lot of fat loss products have it in there. And, when I noticed they added it to the products, initially it was like, why are you going to add that? I mean, I guess, for fat loss effects. But when I looked into it, there are actual studies on epicatechin showing that, see, the body, let's go back to caveman times. The body does not want to carry muscle mass. Muscle mass causes your body to have to feed it. It raises that metabolism. Your body has to eat more in order to sustain it. So when you're lifting weights and trying to put on muscle, you're fighting nature. Your body naturally wants to store fat and have as little muscle as potentially possible so that it doesn't have to continue feeding that machine. So it has this thing called the myostatin gene. And the myostatin gene, some people have more, some people have less. It's one of those things you're born with. You're either, born with really great vision, not really great memory, not. So you're shooting the dice, but we all have it. There are occasions, you've all seen the bull that doesn't have myostatin. That's what happens. It's not limiting the amount of muscle it has. So myostatin limits the amount of muscle you have. Epicatechin is a myostatin blocker. So it reduces the amount of myostatin in your body so that your body isn't fighting against you to put on muscle mass. So you have anti-catabolic agents and the vitamin D to raise your test levels, and you have something that's going to block the natural genes in your body, or the natural gene in your body that's telling your body don't build muscle. So you have this whole combination. And then it's got estrogen in it. And estrogen's basically in it to help you better absorb all the products that are in there, all the ingredients in there. So all together, it's causing that synergistic effect. It's fucking badass. Like straight up, I have, done transformations before. I've dieted, and I always like have this bad tendency. I overtrain, and I end up in the upper valley with rhabdo. And this last time, I trained extra fucking hard. I killed myself, and I put on muscle. I didn't get rhabdo. I wasn't as sore. And what was the main difference? MOAB, straight up. So if you're looking for, and there's a lot of products out there claiming to build muscle, but when you look at the actual studies, they're done on rats. So the rat physiology and human physiology, completely different. And again, yes, it's a Redcon product. Yes, Redcon has products that I don't necessarily recommend. It has muscle building products that I don't get behind. I'm not really behind their boomstick, which is their test booster, because there's no, there's a lack of studies on a lot of the ingredients, and there's studies on the ingredients that are very limited. Also, I want to say it's called, it's the laxagenin product. Again, laxagenin has been shown to increase protein synthesis in rats. There's no human studies on it, but it's a very popular product. But again, I'm not going to push products on you where I don't 100% believe in the science behind the product, as well as have personally used it. So I haven't used their laxagenin product. The name actually escapes me right now. I'm going to get in trouble for not knowing the name of it. But I don't push that one. I don't really push the test boosting product, the boomstick. It's got a decent ingredient profile. It does have D-aspartic acid, which has been shown in a limited 2-week study, in an Italian study to increase testosterone. But I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of times, though, that's just not, it comes down to it. Vitamin D3 has actual studies behind it showing that, a deficiency in it leads to a lack of testosterone production. So, can't recommend it enough. MOAB. Now, here's the killer. If you're watching this video, and as I'm posting it, tomorrow, Friday, the Saturday and Sunday, they're going to have them buy one, get one free. So this is normally $65. All right. I would never recommend anyone ever pay full retail for anything. Anyone that knows me knows I'm all about savings. $65. You get 2 for $65. So now it's $30 for a month's supply. All right. Because you take it once a day before training. On non-training days, take it at about the same time. So buy one, get one free. Now the coupon is BOGO40. It'll be down below. There'll be a link down below. If you use that link, I believe you might be able to get some free samples of Total War pre-workout. Fucking badass as well. Try that out. But use the link below. It'll take you right to the product. And hopefully you'll get those free samples. If you don't, I apologize, but you're still going to be able to save 40%, 50%. So it's buy one, get one free. It's mix and match. So you can get 2 of these. You can get this and something else. It'll be, and that'll be free. But highly recommend you take advantage of that BOGO deal. Again, MOAB, science behind it, results behind it. I can't preach enough about the efficacy efficacy of this product. Y'all have a great day. I'm out. That's it for this one.